But when God says go, when God says do, when God says... And sometimes faith is the easiest to find in the hardest place that you find yourself. Anybody ever been there? Anybody know what I'm talking about? That this is so hard. And yet we become acutely aware of our need for God in that moment, and our faith is strengthened by that moment. Now, let me say this. Even though the disciples almost certainly felt unprepared, and even though they were, materially speaking, unprepared, what I want us to see is that they really were not unprepared. For one thing, they had God's plan for them. They may not have seen as much of the plan as they wanted to see. They may not have understood as much of the plan as they wanted to understand. They may not have even liked what they saw so far about the plan. But ladies and gentlemen, rest assured, God always has a plan. Now, I'll stand here and tell you freely that I don't understand it all. There's mystery in the sovereignty of God and the sin curse that fell on this world, the free will of man, and how all those things work together. There's mystery in why some things happen the way they do and don't seem to happen to other people in some ways that they do. There's mystery in all that, but I'm telling you, God has a plan, ladies and gentlemen. God has a plan, so you have to just hold on to this idea. God is good, and God does have a plan. So I'll just trust that. So here's the truth you need to understand. God sends us into situations where we have to rely on Him and wait on Him, because that's where we find Him.